99% of beginners lose all their money in crypto, and it's usually not because their strategy sucks, but because they simply have no idea how to actually use their exchange. Today we fix that. I've been in this market for 9 years. I started back in 2017 on an exchange called Bitunix. Most of you probably don't even know what that is, because today it's mostly used by massive institutions and whales. I've traded on practically every major crypto exchange in the world, and I don't just trade. I'm a high volume VIP client. These massive exchanges constantly send me gifts and merch just to keep me on their platforms. Look at me right now. I'm wearing BitGet hoodie, I'm wearing Bitunix t-shirt. I have merch from all these exchanges. BitGet, I have merch from Gate.io, I have merch from OKX, I have suitcases of all this stuff, and my closets are fully of this merch. I even have these freaking socks from BitGet, and guys, I even have an umbrella. Come on, who has an umbrella with a crypto exchange logo on it? This is my main thesis. All these top tier exchanges send me mountains of merch, so I trade with them. But out of all of them, I choose Bitunix. And today I'm going to show you why. Listen, I'm not going to tell you basic stuff like how to click buy and sell. I'm going to show you the secret pro-level tricks that most traders don't even know exist. I will show you how to perfectly match your liquidation price with your stop loss, how to use the multi-trade mode to manage positions safely, and how to set visual take profits right on the chart. Why Bitunix? No mandatory KYC, lowest fees on the market, and crazy bonuses. Plus, sign up with my link and the code Mr. Leverage, and you will get a 10% discount on fees and access to my private group. Watch closely and let's get into it. When you click the link below, you will land on this exact page to create your account. You can sign up with your email or just do it instantly using your Google or Apple account. If you go with email, they will send you a quick verification code. Just type it in and your account is ready. Before you finish, make sure to double check that the invitational code says Mr. Leverage. This is crucial because it guarantees you a 10% discount on all trading fees, and that's it. The whole process takes less than 1 minute. Since I already have an account, I'm just going to hit a login button, enter my email and password, and make sure to check this stay logged in for 8 days button so the system doesn't kick you out later. And that's it. It's very simple. Let me enter my code from email and I'm logged in. As you understand, it's very simple. And if you see this message, we regret to inform, just close it. It's useless message and it doesn't disturb you to trade. Our first step is security tab. It's located here on your profile page. Just tap security, and here I strongly recommend you to set up your Google Authenticator. It's very simple. Just put this button, download mobile app and link your account with Google Authenticator. If you use your phone, you can also set up passkeys like Face ID or fingerprint here, and you don't need to set up your mobile phone. So it's the absolute minimum you need. Just your email and Google Authenticator. Let's quickly check the profile menu. You have the verification tab if you want to complete KYC, so it's not strictly required right now. We have the campaign center and also task center where you can claim various bonuses. There is also a referral hub and API section and sub accounts. Sub accounts are great if you want to trade different strategies without making a whole new account. Finally, in settings, you can change your nickname, you can change your avatar and interface colors. So I usually leave the colors the same. So just change your nickname if you want. To fund your account, go to wallet, and here you have two options. You can deposit crypto from another wallet or another crypto exchange, or you can buy crypto. If you want to buy crypto, you need to pass the KYC. You simply click buy crypto, one click buy, or just click buy crypto here, and then you can buy crypto from your card. It's very easy and simple. Or you can press deposit button, and here you just simply choose your coin, choose your network, and just deposit crypto directly into your exchange account. There are two main types of trading: spot and futures. Spot trading is simply buying and holding crypto like an investment. Your goal is buy low and sell high. There are no liquidation and no risk of losing your entire account. You can use a market order to buy instantly at the current price, or use a limit order to buy at a specific price. For example, if Bitcoin is at $66,000, you can place a limit order to buy exactly at $66,000. You can also set take profit and stop loss orders. However, since we are in a bear market, making money on spot is very difficult, which is why we use futures. Bitunix offers USDTM, USDCM, and CoinM futures. CoinM means you use the actual coin like Solana as a collateral, which acts as a hedge if the coin's value goes up. But today we are focusing on the most popular USDTM futures. By default, your deposited funds go to your futures account, but you can always transfer them from spot by clicking this button. As you see, I already have some trades. I'm shorting Hyperliquid, I'm shorting gold and Bitcoin, but I will show you how to open your first trade right now. Before you open your first trade, you need to set up your interface, because when you firstly open this window, I think you will see the different window, because you have this button. It's the setting of your trading terminal, and first of all you need to switch to single asset mode, because multi-asset mode uses all your crypto as margin, which is highly risky for beginners. Then change position mode to hedge mode. This allows you to open long and short positions simultaneously. Leave order confirmation on each type of order so you don't make accidental clicks. Also turn on notifications, so just turn on all these buttons. Then we go to layout settings. Here I strongly recommend you to turning off an order book. It takes up space and provides outdated information. So I think you will see something like this when you firstly open this exchange. Then you can set up your layout like you want. You can change the size, you can replace the elements, you can move them, but I recommend you to use it like this. You have the chart, you have your terminal, and you have your positions info here. Next step is settings of your chart. Just make sure to check the boxes to display your orders directly on the chart. So all the orders should be turned on. You can also turn on market orders, so you can place your position directly from the chart, but it's for pro traders. If you're beginner, just turn it off and don't waste your time on it. You can also click to this button to open settings of your chart, like on TradingView. You can change colors, you can change lines, but I simply don't change anything. One of the best features here is the multi-tab system, just like a web browser, allowing you to quickly switch between up to 8 coins. So when you choose another coin from this menu, for example, let's do it XRP, and here you have the new tab, and you can just simply switch between this tab. It's very useful, and you can split your screen even into 16 parts here, and this feature is completely free. For example, on TradingView you should pay money for this feature. So you can even split your screen into 16 charts, and it's very useful for professional traders. You can increase your window and trade different coins on different time frames. You can simply choose your window and choose your coin on this menu. And when you trade like this, you turn on market order here, so you can trade exactly from the chart without using the main terminal here. But as I said, it's for professional traders, so just forget about market order here. You can turn off it, and let's back to one chart. Yeah, let's do it simple, and let's trade on Ethereum. Let's do our first trade. First of all, you need to choose margin mode. I use isolated margin. You can turn on this button to sync this mode to all contracts. It's very useful, so just turn on this button. And you also can turn on multi-trade, and I will show you what does it mean. So before we enter our first trade, we should choose futures unit settings. So Bitunix, as many other exchanges, gives you 3 options: by quantity, by cost, and by position size. By quantity calculates in coins like 0.1 Ethereum. I don't recommend this for beginners. By cost is the easiest for beginners. So for example, when we start our trade, we just type our position in coins like 0.1 Ethereum, but I don't recommend this type, and is only for professionals. By cost is the easiest for beginners. You type in exactly how much money you want to put into your trade. So for example, if you type $5 with 50x leverage, your position size becomes 250. The pro hack here is to use your liquidation price as your stop loss. If you're willing to lose $5, just type $5 and adjust your leverage slider until your liquidation price perfectly matches your stop loss level. For example, if you want to enter long on Ethereum and our stop loss is here 1998, we just check our liquidation price level and choose our leverage. As we see, our liquidation is now 1990. So we can increase our leverage slightly and check the new liquidation level. Now it's end by 4, so we can increase a little bit. And now it's exactly 1998. So now we can press open long, and you see the confirmation window because we turned on this function, and it's very useful for beginners, so don't turn off this function. So we opened our first trade, and our liquidation level is our stop loss level, and we lose exactly $5 because we typed here $5. So as you see, it's very easy mode for beginners. Buy position size is for advanced traders. You enter the total position volume, like for example $200. Let's try to do it. Check the take profit stop loss box, set your stop loss level on the chart, and the terminal will show you exactly how many dollars you will lose. For example, we put it on 1998, and you see how much you will lose if you get your stop loss, minus $23. It's a little bit much for us, so we just need to lower our position size. For example, we just try $1,000 and it's $11. It's also too much, so we need to lower our position size to 400 or 450, and now it's okay. So we can open long, and let's try to do it. We opened our new long position, and as we switch to multi-trade mode here, you see that we opened a new trade, and we already put our stop loss level at this price, and we will lose $5 as it written here. With this method, your leverage doesn't actually matter. You can choose whatever you want, but for beginners, I would prefer buy cost unit setting, because you just type how much you are ready to lose, and then you just choose your leverage and check your liquidation price. So let's close our position. We can close it by clicking this button, flash close, and you see the confirmation window because we turned on this function. So confirm, and we are closing our position by market order. Let's back to multi-trade option. When you off this function, let's do it for example, and let's open our short by $10. Our liquidation will be $2,050. Let's do it. You always see your confirmation window, and if we decided to open another short, for example on $15, you will not open a new position. This position will plus to your previous position, and you have only one position with margin total of $23. So this function is for pro traders. So if you're a beginner, just turn on multi-trade option, and you will see each your trade separately, and it's very convenient for beginners. Once you are in a trade, you can manage everything visually on the chart. You can literally drag your stop loss line to modify it. Let's try to do it. For example, we just put on your stop loss button and move it where you want. For example, we want to put our stop loss here. We just move it exactly on the chart, and you see how much you will lose if you get a stop loss level. And if you press on this stop loss level, you can change it by numbers. So you can type any level you want, and you also will see how much you can lose on this stop loss level. But here is a feature I specifically asked Bitunix to add: partial withdrawal take profit. What am I talking about? By default, dragging a take profit line crosses 100% of your position. For example, if we put our take profit here, it will close your full position, and on this price level you will get $13, and you will close your entire position, which is not fine if you have different take profits. So let's cancel this take profit. But if you flip this small toggle on the chart, you can set multiple take profits. For example, our first take profit should be here. And here we can type how much we want to close. For example, we want to close only 50% of our position, or we can type by numbers. For example, 0.4 Ethereum we want to close here, and this is our first take profit, and then we can set another take profit. For example, here we want to close 0.1 Ethereum, and we can set one more take profit, for example here. And as you see, now we have 3 take profits, and we did it exactly from the chart. Of course, you can do it from your terminal. You can do it here by clicking this button, take profit, stop loss, then you press partial take profit and add it manually. But it's really uncomfortable. It's really too long to set up it like this. So I prefer to do it by the chart, and most of exchanges don't have this function. So it's very useful and good function for professional traders, and you can simply use it. It's very useful. And remember the golden rule: always use stop losses or use liquidation price on isolated margin as a stop loss. I already showed you how to do it. So we just press by cost value, and with our liquidation level we only lose money that you typed here. So this is very important rule for beginners. Always use stop losses, stick to isolated margin, and never risk more than 1% for trade. For example, your deposit is $1,000, so your risk for one trade is $10. So if you open short or long, you always use isolated margin, you always used by cost value, and you always put here not more than $10 value. And if you want a separate guide on Bitunix exchange but on mobile phones, just drop a comment and I will do it. Use my link below for discounted fees and trade safely. See you next time.